First, if you're looking for some happy Easter decor, look no further, because today we are showing you how to make darling Easter banners with cute and colorful felt balls. Aubry Bennion made these darling banners full of fun, festive details. And Aubry, you say these are, quote, like the 5-minute craft. Is that true?
So easy. It is the craft for people who aren't crafty.
And you are like the all-time felt ball master woman here.
Thank you.
And you've brought a lot of really cute ways to kind of use the felt balls with just a few simple tricks and designs.
So the felt balls on their own are easy just if they stand alone, but then we have some things that we can add to them.
Okay, so tell us about some of the banners that you've brought today. What have you added?
Everything that we've made has been with felt. So just felt sheets that you can buy at your local craft store.
Okay.
For cheap, for 15, 20 cents a piece. And then glue gun, which is every crafter's best friend.
Okay, so felt balls, glue gun, and a little felt. You've made Easter bunnies. You've added flowers, some eggs.
Did carrots.
Carrots, those ones are super cute too.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna walk us through how to make this Easter bunny banner.
Yes, so everything, I found a template just off of Pinterest, and it is, to be honest, I traced from the screen of my computer.
Oh my goodness, wow.
So lazy crafter here. But if you just trace your Easter bunny out of the felt, and then just the cutest thing to just put a little
felt ball
there for the
little bunny there.
Tail. And then if you can see down here, we just traced through one of the ears and pulled it through and traced through the other.
Okay, so the back of the one ear, the front of the other ear.
And then they just can go through the...
Okay, so cute.
In line with all the rest of the
And
felt
can you
balls.
stitch on this little felt ball?
You can.
Or do you prefer hot glue?
Hot glue for the easy route, but you can stitch it on if you want to reuse it, because the felt balls are really reusable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so good tip for that one. Next up, this little flower. And it's not just a flower. You have one that's back here that's just more flat.
Yes.
But this one you've made 3D.
We did, and same thing, traced it out of a template online.
Okay.
I cut this last night, and I'm gonna find like the ugliest corner, the one where I did the very worst job.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cut that leaf or that petal off.
Oh, off altogether.
Off altogether.
Okay.
And then we will glue right there and pop it together so it kind of creates a well.
Okay.
We'll add another drop of glue in there.
And then in goes your center ball.
In goes the center ball. And if you want to fancy it up with a leaf, we can attach a leaf.
Okay, and you're just doing that with the hot glue as well.
Yep.
And how are you adding that to the string of felt balls here?
Same thing. We'll just keep going with this one, but if you just go through one of the petals.
Okay.
And out through the other end. And this one that I made sure that the, it's down here, but that the petals and the leaves were all not going in the same direction. So it just kind of add a little dimension to the garland.
And do you have special colors, or what colors are you loving for the spring?
Gosh, I love all the colors. I love all the colors, but most recently what I'm loving is white and all the colors. It adds another dimension of, if you wanted to do a rainbow, that would be really great, but if you added a white felt ball in between each one, we did with the Easter egg up there, it just lengthens your garland and just adds a little more fun.
And it does make the colors pop a little bit more too, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And everyone's loving white these days, so
yes.
For the color lover, I'm giving the white people.
You're embracing the white.
Yes.
Okay. Next up, you have brought some really darling party hats to add to the mix.
They are fun, and these are just regular party hats that you buy at the party store. I could add a felt ball to this, and it would be just as darling. But I wanted to take it up just a little bit fancier. If you take this piece apart, spray glue a piece of fabric to...
Okay, so you've traced out, once you undo it, you're gonna trace this piece of fabric here.
Yes, trace that out, spray glue it, we do that outside, attach it right to the party hat after it's flattened out, and make sure you cut out the slits in both sides of it, and then we can put it back together. And are you gluing it once you get it in there so that it will stay, or does it stay pretty good? It stays. It stays perfectly fine. glue it back to, or put it back together just with the pieces that it has. We'll just add a couple of drops of glue.
And you're just gonna put the felt balls right
And
on the
we'll
hat.
put the felt balls on the hat. And then if we wanna get really fun, we'll drop one on top as well.
Would they stick around the bottom of the party hat as well?
They would, yeah. You can put them anywhere.
Lots of variation.
That is the fun thing for kids. They get crazy with, you know, how and where they want to put them. They're not as linear as I am, and so they can put them any which way. And you can do it with hot glue, or you can do it with, you know, any other kind of
adhesive.
super glue, or yeah. And
Does super glue work as good? Because felt can be tricky.
super glue works really well. I
Okay.
was just at a market and I didn't have access to a power, and so I just used super glue, and I just held it tight for just a second, and it stayed put.
Okay, and what about the twine for these banners? Because I have tried stringing them before sometimes, and my twine just falls right apart. So do you have a tip for that?
You can use anything as thin as a double strand of sewing thread and as thick as baker's twine. I wouldn't use yarn. It's really hard to get through, and it's just too much friction maybe. But you can use embroidery floss, and you know, I think the trick is maybe in the needle, not so much in the twine.
Oh, okay.
You want a needle that's long enough and sharp enough with an eye big enough for your twine to go through, and it goes through pretty simply.
They just go right through. Okay. Yeah. So things to remember: we want to have the right size needle, the right kind of twine. Pick your colors, have some fun with it.
Absolutely.
This egg one back here, same thing. You just take the template and then you just glue on the felt as well.
For the sake of ease, we just did stripes because those were I think the cutest and the easiest to get through on the egg.
Okay, and where can people find you, Aubry?
On my website, it's hellomaypole.com.
Okay, you always have the cutest ideas. Thanks for stopping by today.